Now YX gets knocked out of the game. Rygal taking a lot of hits there. Prambar winning this on HP as well as caps so far. You've got some rotation going around here. Tanner goes down in the Vickers, and GG actually have a gun advantage for a short period here. Cora now getting crossfired by G4Genius, on fire, and is about to get knocked out by Ryguy. Mako as well taking some hits in that bottom area, down to a one-shot. Pramo look like they might just win this game on cap though. Will they be able to... Oh, okay, but it's going to be a 3-on-5 now. Tantan too strong, trying to put a good shot into Jerry's out, but not able to get the shoot or the kill shot there. Ryguy gonna be holding off against Sierra, waiting for that shell to reload, and now he's gonna be going for that clip. Speed boosting forward, tries to get a tracking shot, wasn't able to get it off. Look at this HP sharing by GG. They're all basically one-shots. Oh, look at that. Amorat getting pulled out of the fight. He's like the only healthy tank on that GG team, and he's gonna get pulled out of the fight by Snowfox. Good play there by Snowfox, but I think Tantan and Sierra just win this game on cap. There's a lot of GG tanks, but they can't really push because they don't have the HP, and should one of them die, they're gonna lose the game on caps. Look at that. That hesitation costs GG the game, but in any case, that was a tough game to bring that back for them. Pramo had that strat lined up pretty well. I mean, they had the double E5 set up not only for seed defense, which I thought, but they also had some fire angles onto that Kranvan should they try to reset. Like, I mean, there's like one way, maybe two ways to reset the B cap on that map, and that was one of them. Pramo definitely prepared to punish that reset. With double E5s hitting you, that's going to be 800 damage each time. Even a Kran will be scared away by that. So the double E5s playing sort of pseudo tank destroyer role there, having the big alpha to scare off any resetters, but also being able to play defense should a push through C come. But in any case, GG were not able to beat Pramo. And Pramo take that series 2-0. So let's check the rest of the matches here. So it looks like Straight actually has a bye to the quarterfinals. also had a bye to the quarterfinals. Going to be playing against Pramo next, so we're going to be watching Pramo versus GG we just saw got knocked out. OG, let us see. Playing against Purple Love. EC Eclipse playing against Rain in the quarterfinals. So Rain looks like either they had a bye and they just got matched there, or they were able to pick up a win against someone. Jokers dispatch Void 2-0. Going to be playing against Pincer next. Purple Pirates, I think. Ooh, it actually went down to EC. So EC beat them 2-0. Rain. Yeah, Rain got matched with EC in the... Wait, what? No. So EC beat Purple Pirates, and they're going to be playing against Rain next. Rain got a bye as well to the quarterfinals. Pincer also has a bye to the quarterfinals. Going to be playing against Joker. And we saw Void got knocked out, so... This is so frustrating. I've had issues with YouTube starting my stream again. So we missed basically 2 full games. Like, what the heck? Anyways, next games are going to be starting. The street doesn't have an opponent yet. Why is that? Well, next games are going to be starting in about 15-16 minutes. So we have some time for some pubs. I don't really know what tank I want to play. We'll play this tank. Get a good map for it as well. Canyon. I'm gonna be able to play the mid-ridge with the gun depression and the turret. The Sheridan might pop up at the beginning though, so we'll be ready to take a pot shot at him as we move forwards. I haven't spotted anything yet. Spot those guys now. And get some assistance there. Kron might have some shots. Wow. That was a huge roll. 596. Jeez. Sheridan picks up the E50M with a little bit of help from the IS-7. Can't get a shot into the IS-4's lower plate. IS-4 is going to be pushing down now. I actually hit the grill from here. Might not have been the best shot because now he's going to be saying, oh, I can hit the AMX from here. Which means that we're going to be fighting on 2 fronts kind of now. Sheridan picks up a good kill there on their Sheridan. What? Alright. I don't understand what is going on with my shots. Crown Von lost like all his HP trying to put a shot into me, so that's fine. If this shot doesn't go in, there you go. I'm just gonna push across now. They must have changed this. I haven't seen the M48 all game. He's platooned with the Kran. No idea where he may be. Looks like he's AFK. Very suspicious AFK. E100 did 7,000 damage? I believe that. He was doing a lot of... Yeah, look at that. OMG 2799. The 7k damage on stream. Insane player here. We've still got some time until the next games, so we can play some more pub games. Alright. Desert Sands. New tank. 62A says he has a new tank. Very nice. Hopefully he's not running it with 50% crew. That would be not very OP. Doesn't look like it's 100% crew. This reload is kind of long, but that's okay. Okay, alright. Bounced off the top of his head. But you know what, it's fine. Can't hit every shot. Oh, their leopard is just going absolutely ham now. Crown gets shot into me. He's just gonna... looking for another shot into the... Oh, there's a 62A there. We can pick up... No, we can't. Bosch has noticed us. But he goes down anyways. This tank has been rolling really high today. Like, almost 600 with AP. Kron's on single shot, so his DPM is completely down the drain. I don't even care that I'm taking these hits. It's not going to make a difference. The game is won already. Oh, 183 gave up. $600 roll. Look at that. Absolutely huge. Massive rolls. The game should be starting fairly soon now. 6 minutes until the next games. So I won't be going into another game. We got some gold. Let's go. And we get some more stuff. 1,500 free XP and 50,000 credits. Very nice. We're making bank today. But let's check the rest of these results here. Aim, true, straight is going to be playing against Purple Love. Purple Love beat OG 2-1, so OG was able to take a game off of them. MM, again, going to be playing against Pramo. This is the game that we're going to be watching. MM versus Pramo here. EC. Against Rain again. Jokers against Pincer. And that's going to be the rest of the matches there. 5 minutes until the next games. Invite should be out pretty soon. This one's going to be basically an invite that doesn't disappear. For whatever reason, still a bug, but it's okay. We are here going to be watching Pramo versus MM duke it out on Normandy. Teams are filing into the rooms now. Best of 3. This is going to be the quarterfinals as we move on. Jeez, that is a lot of crons. Not 7 crons though. We've got 1 E5. Let's see if I can get the MM logo onto the stream here. Don't want to get kicked out of the game, so I'm like tabbing in and out of here. Let's see. MM gonna be taking 5 crons, 2 E5s, Pramo readying up their lineup as well, triple E5s, a cron, a 62A. 62A should be pretty interesting on this map. Good gun depression, solid turret, and good DPM of course. Running it with the T22 as well, might have triple mediums. Now that would be something, although no. Double crons, triple E5s, double Ruski mediums. Got a 62A and a T22 pair. I've actually haven't seen many 62As. But let's see here. Trying to get this MM logo into the stream view. There we go. So we've got the MM logo onto the stream now. Got Pramo as well. And we haven't been kicked out of the game, so that's a win in my books. But anyways, MM with 5 crons and 2 E5s. Pramo is gonna have, again, the 3 E5s, double cron, double Ruski mediums. So I think Pramo might win this on lineup, honestly. MM are gonna have to do their best to try to slow down the pace of the game, because those crons are not gonna be able to hold their own should it come down to brawling on single shot DPM. The T22s, or the double Russian mediums, are going to have to be priority targets for MM. If they're able to knock those out, that's going to be huge for them, since those mediums are a pretty big threat because of how much DPM they have compared to those crons. So it's going to be absolutely vital for them to knock those tanks out as soon as they can. But let's see here. I also had a request from Banderbear of the MM team. So I'm supposed to call Bubba Vernon a rat bastard. Alright. I'm sorry to say, Bubba Vernon. Banderbear asked me to do it, but you're a rat bastard. Anyways, STB won now instead of the T22. I mean, STB and 62A going to play pretty similarly, honestly. You've got the STB and 62A both having really nice gun depression and strong turrets. 62A might have a little bit of an edge in terms of gun though. But both of those tanks going to be strong on ridges, not so much out in the open. But still, pretty good DPM. And again, I think it's going to be down to MM to knock those tanks out or fend themselves, or fend off. Because I think Pramo is going to play pretty aggressively. And they should be able to. We'll see if this comes down to a brawl. I think it might be aggressive gameplay, hand-to-hand combat in the airplane area in the middle of the map. But we'll see how it pans out. MM versus Pramo kicking off here on Normandy. We'll see where these tanks are going for Pramo. Snowfox is speed boosting towards the B cap. The plane just made a not so graceful landing. Snowfox going to be spotting the mid. Abesy is there to contest as well. Puts a heat shell towards Snowfox. Nothing coming of it though. As you can see there, Tanner is going to be in the far back, just playing passive spotting on A. Raikkonen going to be making some moves on the outside of the mid area here. MM going to be pushing forwards on that D side. Sierra getting some really nice information there with those double crons. Ooh, look at that focus fire coming in from MM, forcing Mako out of there. Mako puts a shot into Bubba Vernon, but takes a lot of heat in return. Not the best trade. Sierra got himself spotted in the far back as well. WDR putting a shot in. No, it was someone further back. I think Panzer Vernon. Oh, but Pramo is making a play onto the B cap as well as the A cap. MM don't have an answer for the B cap. Somehow they can't get any resets off. Oh, but look at that. Bubba Vernon pokes forwards. Snowfox gets spooked off of that cap. And Pramo won't be getting the B cap today. Or at least not yet. But look at that. Tanner was able to take the A cap uncontested. Now going to be dropping down. And I believe going to be going for some sort of a beach flank. And it might take him a while though. And as soon as he pops up there, that's going to be one tank out of the game for Pramo. So I don't know if that's going to be the play there. But who knows, it might work. Snowfox making a good trade there against Abesy. Snowfox says okay in the chat. And look at that, Tanner is now going to show up here. Poking up, might get a shell into Abesy, but it looks like there's some, not a lot of action happening just yet. Tanner now going to be spotted. Spots Abesy as well. Shot going in towards Tanner. There's some action now happening on this side. Bubba Vernon with a really nice shot into Ranger there. Not sure where that penned. But now Pramo is going to be getting onto the B cap again. I don't think MM are going to be able to reset this time. No way. They've got two tanks on that cap now and they're able to take it. Pramo now going to be getting the cap lead as soon as that starts ticking up. So MM going to have to make some sort of a play here. And they're going to be doing that right now. And oh, look at this. He's going to take a lot of damage. XO crossing in front of a lot of those Pramo tanks, takes a lot of hits there. Has a clip ready for Ranger as well as Mako. Will he be able to put it in before he gets shut down? It looks like he will be able to. Ranger has one shell left in the chamber. Mako has one as well. Mako not getting the shot in. There's some push on this other side as well. Sierra got pushed on by the double crons. Pramo lose a medium already. Even Steven looks fairly low. But Abesy and Black Bear not going to be working on him for whatever reason. Oh, they're going to be turning to him now. Will Black Bear be able to get a shot into him? It doesn't look like it. He doesn't have the gun depression over that ridge. Takes a shot finally. But he is going to be forced out of that area. Uses a super consumable to try to reduce the damage. But he is taking a lot of heat from 5 Pramo tanks. Mako takes a big hit. HE shell in the rear from Bubba Vernon. WDR puts a shot into Tanner. Tanner gets a good shell into Bubba as he goes over that ridge. Pramo have 3 caps now, so that is going to be absolutely huge for them because MM are now going to be on a really fast clock here. They're going to have to make some plays and get some kills. Even Steven's down to 96 HP. Tanner's going to be moving around the battlefield trying to get some crossfire, and look at that, he's going to be opening up the angles here on MM. Panzervernon pushing with XO, but oh man, that was not the best push there. Pushes forward, loses all his HP, and doesn't get a lot of support in return. Focus is a little bit split here. XO, oh, Snowfox could have had the kill shot there, but he's gonna go down to XO now, maybe. Should he pen him in the upper plate, gets the shot off with heat. Snowfox goes down. WDR has lost a lot of HP, and look at that, HPs were even for a little bit, but Pramo just doing so much better at focus firing at the end there. MM not coming out on top in that push. Mako, one of the first tanks to take a lot of hits at the beginning, ends up not even going down. Survives the whole game. So MM really needed to work on focus fire that game. Although they brought it pretty close, so we'll see if they're able to pull it off this time. Pramo going to be taking a similar lineup this time. Sierra's going to be taking an Object 140 this time instead of an STV. MM going to be taking the exact same lineup. 5 Krans, double E5s. Pramo taking an IS-4 in place of an E5 this time. So they've got almost the same lineup. Double E5s, double Krans, double Ruski mediums, and an IS-4. It didn't seem like MM had a really great plan for pushing that side. They met a lot of resistance with the Krans and the STB in the corner, so obviously you don't really want to push that. But they also let themselves get capped on, so they didn't have any resets on B for whatever reason. That was probably going to be crucial for them. If they weren't going to be playing for a push, and they're playing in Krans, where their DPM is definitely not going to be the strong point, they really needed to focus on getting resets on as many caps as they could. A cap, you could afford to lose just because nobody goes for a fast cap on A. At least on North America, I haven't seen that yet. So being able to make sure that they could get resets on B, clear any tanks that are trying to take B as well in an aggressive play, should they need to. It should seem like that's what they definitely had that part down. They get Pramo off of the D cap, but they weren't able to keep them off of B, which was what ended up costing them the game, since they had to push after that. And again, pushing into those double Krans and STV with those E5s supporting the corner, not going to be the best push for them. But look at this, Pramo is going to be pushing even Steven and Snowfox into the dip here. Even Steven should have pretty good reset here on the Kran, but no, actually, Pramo's not able to reset the D cap. What is going to be the play after this? They've got 2 E5s in that ditch that they need to reinforce, but the Krans might just farm them out now at this point. Panzer Vernon looking for some shots on Snowfox, but Snowfox is using that airplane rudder to cover himself. Bubba Vernon takes a shot from where? I have no idea, but it looks like he might have even taken 2 from Mako and Raikkonen there, actually. On the side of the turret, I think. Yeah, look at that. Good shots there by those two. Snowfox takes one. Not a whole lot of bleeds happening just yet. Abesy looks like he has a good position here. Should MM be able to take more advantage of that. Again, Tanner is doing the same thing. He's going to be flanking around and coming around later to get some shots into WDR and RGK, most likely. Force them out of that position there and probably force MM's hand in some sort of a push here. But these E5s are bleeding as long as they can keep getting these bleeds on, they should be fine. But look at that, RGK is now getting forced out by Tanner. Tanner now getting some shots into the other crowns, and look at that, again, forcing MM's hand. Pramo is now getting pushed on here. Snowfox is looking very, very dead. Even Steven's going to be the next target as well. Is he going to be able to get out of there? He will be able to get out. The tracking shot only came in once. MM able to... Oh, they pick him up though, so that's 2 quick kills. Tanner is now out of the game. Sierra trying to do as much damage as he can. Might have a kill shot on Panzer Vernon, but Panzer's going to be turning, trying to stay alive as long as he can. Gets picked up anyways. Good shot into the side of his hull. Raikkonen trying to stay alive as long as he can, but he is getting focused out now that he's low HP. Black Bear looking for a shot into him, but hits the dead tank instead. Raikkonen taking cover behind, I believe, that Snow's dead body there. Abe getting focused out by those 2 Krons, Ranger and Mako, but neither of them have a clip anymore. Abesy was on 2 HP, gets rammed for 1 and is still alive. XO trying to cover as best as he can for him, but Mako with a good HE shell into his turret picks him up. Bubba Vernon now going to be 1 versus 1 against Tanner, getting some support from WDR now. The caps are taking in Pramo's favor, but it doesn't seem like they have the HP at this point. Mako gonna be 2 versus 2 with the support of Sierra, but Sierra is gonna be getting some... Oh! Huge ammo rack there, and that absolutely turns the tide of the battle here, because EXO is now in a lot of trouble. Won't be able to pick up Mako without taking a huge number of hits. Trying to get some cover here against Sierra, but Sierra is just gonna be chasing him down. Tanner was able to get away from Bubba and WDR, and Sierra is now free. The double mediums there gonna be working together to try to carry this game back. 3 versus 2. WDR just has to go in at this point. Everybody knows that. Mako able to get free. Bubba Vernon might have a clear... Oh, a small shot there. Oh, but look at this. Tanner now going to be pushing around for Bubba. Bubba has the kill shot, though, and that's going to be huge. WDR picks up the kill on Mako, and it's going to be 2 versus 1. Can Sierra clutch this? Going to be going for the low HP. Sierra might be able to clutch up here. He has a DPM advantage, but he just took too many shots there, I think. WDR trying to cover, but no, he overshoots it. Sierra trying to get away now. He has 1 cap to his name. WDR has the HP advantage, though. Now going to be pushing in. He's a 1-shot, or Sierra's a 1-shot for him. EXO Tour in the chat says, don't choke blocks, cap B. I don't know if that's the play. I think he should just go for the kill. He's going to have 3 opportunities to pick up the kill soon. If he messes that up, that would be very, very bad. But in any case, he has the cap advantage. He has double caps already, so he doesn't have to do anything at all. He could just chill here by this building and pick up the win on caps. Sierra able to get some more space, though. Now going to be going for that C cap. Will he be able to get away? No way he is getting away. Oh, but he fluffs the shot. WDR now. Oh, but he overshoots the rock. And WDR gets a shot into the side of his hole there. So WDR clutches up. Sierra doing so much damage there again. The 140, they left him alive for a long time. And again, MM really needed to do a better job of picking off those mediums, but they were a threat all the way to the end there, and almost ended up winning the game for them. MM gonna be taking the exact same lineup as they have the past 2 games again. Mayan Ruins is gonna be the tiebreaker map. And I think Pramo have the advantage on this map. They seem pretty strong on this map from what I've seen. But let's see which team ends up winning the tiebreaker here and taking the set home. Pramo's going to be taking 2 IS4s, 2 Krans, an E5, an E100, and a Vickers Light. Vicker is going to be going for some early spots on the medium crossing over towards the C cap. Might even just be able to take the C cap outright. Don't know if those E5s would get there in time to reset. Might be able to tag him as he pushes off, but we'll see what goes down. I think it wouldn't matter a whole lot should MM push those 2 E5s to the C cap. They might just be able to retake the cap if the Vickers decides to go for the early base capture. But there's some chat going on as the match loads in. Well, let's see. Tanner is going to be the focal point in the beginning of the game here. Looks like he's just going to go for a spotting run, sitting himself right here, getting some spots on the crossing. Doesn't see anything though, so MM is not even playing over that side. MM is playing A for whatever reason. I have not seen an A play in a very long time. Although they're going to be splitting some of their tanks. Even Steven pushing across. This is going to be a strong position in the E5 here. Getting some crossfire on this middle area. I mean, look at this hold down position. It's absolutely made for hold down tanks. Like, look at that. That profile is absolutely crazy there. Pramo is playing super aggressive here though. Abesy pushing forwards into Sierra. It looks like they're going to be going for that play there. Snowfox looked like he fell asleep for a bit there. But Sierra gets absolutely focused out. Look at this. MM run double clippers through the mid. That's something that I've seen before with 50 Bs, but with Krans, it's really hard to tell what you're going to be able to do with them. Snowfox down to a one-shot. Going to be picked up by Abesy. MM winning the early trade so far. Focus fire also going in their favor. Ranger is getting focused out. He is going to go down as well. Looks like... Look at this. MMR 2 kills up so far. And even Steven is in some trouble now. WDR going to be loading his clip and going to be going for the focus on even Steven with XO tour. And it looks like even Steven is going to get absolutely hammered here pretty soon. Panzervernen also with a shot. 4 shots in the clip with these Krans here. Even Steven though still not dead. He used the consumable. He is not going to have anything else. He uses the other one, but he is going down. 3 on 4 now. MM lost 2 tanks in that push. Even Steven went down for Pramo. Mako gonna be forced out of that position there. Tanner just gonna be trying to put his gun into the game, but he knows he's not the focus yet, so he can play a little bit aggressively. Mako's just getting chased down though, and look at that. Tanner is gonna be looking to maximize his damage output. Rams the back of XO tour to try to mess up his shot, I would say. But XO now trying to get away from there. Tanner just putting HE shell after HE shell into the rear of those Krans. But this game looks like it's going to MM. Panzer getting called to go for Mako by RGK. Panzer's loading that 3rd shell now. He's just going to be holding for now, trying to wait for some support. Bubba Vernon now pushing forwards with that speed boost onto Mako. He's got 2 shots in the clip. Gonna get some support from Panzer now. Ooh, and look at that. Bubba Vernon with the speed boost going for the focus on Tanner. That's what you want to do. Shut down the mobility in this situation. Panzer trying to get the gun depth, but Bubban has the shot. And now it's just Mako against 4, and look at that. I said Pramo had the advantage, but it looks like they got caught off guard there. Pramo tried to play a strat through the middle, but it did not end up working out in their favor. Were able to clip out any tanks that went through that B cap. This, I would say, is a little bit of an upset. I'm not sure if are even in top 8 at this point. Let me check. Yeah, no. Is currently in 9th. They're at 14,687 cups. They're behind Void, Eclipse, Rain, Pincer. They should be beating Void now. I think Void got knocked out fairly early. Maybe I'm wrong, but with this win going to be moving up quite well. That's going to be a huge boost for them. Now let's check the rest of these results here. Jokers beat Pincer 2-0, and yeah, it looks like Void got knocked out in first round today, so already made it past where Void was, so should be dropping into top 8 now. Void is going to be dropping out. So we're going to have Jokers versus Purple next. Purple Love was able to beat straight 2-0. Rain beat their opponent Eclipse, and they're going to be facing off against next. And that's going to be the semifinals match. Those games should be happening in about 11 minutes according to the game clock. I'll play the VK72 since somebody requested it. Oh, looks like we're in game. I was just reading the chat for a little bit. There are a lot of viewers right now, 128. Thank you all for watching. This is very nice. I like it. What is this? Woo bar says, these games got me on the edge of my seat. All Bach, no calls. That's amazing. Thank you, Woo. I love the insight. Oh, we bounce heat on the turret of the 140. Oh wow, they are taking all the caps here. Enemy spotted. We have spotted the VK, I think. I'm not sure who I spotted actually. Our 50B gets absolutely hammered by the 183. 1500 damage. He's taken another hit by the... Oh. I knew I was going to take some hits there. That was a horrible shot. I'm sorry. Yeah, I should pick him up. There we go. Shouldn't lose sight of the 183. Our team is just completely falling apart, unfortunately. Trying to stay clear of that 183's cannon. And you try to bait a shell here. The 140 has dropped off to get some shots into me. That's a good shell into me. Looks like we're in trouble though. Looks like people are angry in the chat. Yeah, that was not the greatest game on Port Bay. We got this map again, though. Canyon in the VK72. Let us see. Something is taking B. 268 saying spot base B. Whoever was capping got off of it. Doesn't get reset by the 268. 268 has the adrenaline, should have the reload for a reset. Sheridan pushing forward for the reset anyways, though. 268 should get a shot into this guy. Here we go. 891. Actually, HE's the front of the Sheridan. That was a nice shot there. Must have shot the lower plate. 550. We got a Sheridan roll on that Progetto. I mean, Progetto's not going to pen me. What is he doing? Stop that. I think the 268 might have just been shooting HE for the reset. Didn't expect the pen. But he got the pen, so good job, 268. Okay. I have not been shooting well in this mid area today. E100 crossed over. 183 is now looking at me. Or we'll get him to back off by hitting him in the face. Oh, just kidding. We're not hitting anything. Their tanks have been forced away from that middle area. Are we gonna hit this Progetto now? Hey, we hit a shot. Let's go! Little by little. That's how you do the big damage. I think the 268 just shoots full HE, honestly. Or maybe he was trying to get the side of the 50V with HE, but wasn't able to hit the mark. Sheridan's gonna be annoying. Oh no, he's coming to me. No. The other Sheridans, they're running around. I can't get them. Come back. Sheridan, come back, please. The 268's gonna kill him. Yeah, you're just shooting full HE for some reason. He might have done more damage than me, though. Yeah, the 268 ended up doing more damage than I did. Oh man, the enemy team. Oof. Not a good game for them. Here. VK72 not treating me well today. What is going on in the chat? Alright then. Well, next game should be starting... Oh, 1 minute remaining. What am I doing? Alright, the MM team has filed into the room. We've got RGN versus MM here. I should change the logos now. So MM stays there. Pramo, RGN. Here we go. So MM versus RGN. The chat is still being spammed. This looks like a Twitch chat, not a YouTube chat. Not that it matters a whole lot. It's alright. It's not like you guys say anything important in the chat anyways. But MM is taking the undefeatable. Okay, it's not undefeatable. They lost one match with them. But the unbreakable quintuple Kranban double E5 strat. RGN's going to be taking a sweaty double Kran, double E5, double IS4, and Vickers Light lineup. Map is going to be Faust. Now let's see which team comes out on top. MM look like they are on a hot streak right now. Will RGN be able to quench the flame? Or will MM overpower RGN as well? Well, let's see what goes down on the missile map, Faust. MM versus RGN Game 1. This is going to be the semifinals for the Prove Your Skill number 3 tournament. I don't think MM are even going in with the strat, but it doesn't matter because they've got 5 Krons and double E5s. Let's go right into it. MM are just going, they're just going for it. Israel Fatness going to be taking decap in the Vickers, trying to get some spots off as well. Doesn't want to get reset blind though, so he's not going to be poking anymore, as you can see there. WDR was actually able to get onto that C cap before the Vickers got onto D, so they're going to have the cap advantage there. RGN though have made a play towards the A cap. I've seen that they don't... oh. Excuse me. They're capping the A. They're not defending the D. And MM are going to be going for that very quickly. RGK saying I love you, Aided, in the chat, in global chat, for everybody to see. RGN have 2 caps, MM only have 1. MM might make a play onto the D cap very soon, although they're a little bit hesitant to do so. Not exactly sure why. They can cap it fairly safely. If they go onto the right side there, I don't think anything can reset from RGN. The Kron of EXO Tour now calling out in the chat, driving to decap, so Dragon Krieg pushing forwards to try to keep these Krons down, I think. Black Bear getting onto that B cap now. Nothing's going to be able to reset him. Fatness won't be able to get a shot. Nobody's going to be able to get a shot. So MM now going to be equalizing the caps there. Although they're still going to be down on cap, at least RGN is going to be making it at the same rate. Or both teams are going to be making cap points at the same rate. So the cap difference is not going to be growing in RGN's favor anymore. The Dragon Krieg being very careful, trying to get some shots in here. Against the Krons, that's go- Oh! What was that? Zeta with a priming shot and his Raw Fatness with the double tap ammo rack. Black Bear almost had the same fate happen to him because he lost his rack and got hit right after that as well. A WDR now going to be pushing around. Glory has gone onto the B cap. Going to be worked on 2 versus 1 here. Black Bear working together with WDR. Panzer Vernon also now being pulled towards the B cap. going to be pushing away from this RGN counter push onto the D cap and going towards B instead. We'll see what their next move is, but looks like Exo Tour is in a lot of trouble here. Dragon Krieg making a really, really bad shot there. Exo Tour gets hit from two directions there. His Royal Fatness is in a comfortable position to farm there. Gets a good shell into them for the kill shot. RGK is way out in the open. And he's going to be taking a lot of hits from all directions here. Black Bear also taking a lot of damage. Getting worked on by Hated Fate. RGK goes down to Zeta in the far back there. RGN winning this game on caps as well as hit points. Black Bear gets double tapped there. One more shot of HP left on his tank. Israel Fatness with the kill shot. Panzer Vernon gets double tapped out of the game. Now it's just 2 on 6 here. Bubba Vernon gets a good kill into Dragon Krieg. I'm not sure how Dragon Krieg lost all his HP, but let's not look at that because Bubba Vernon just got absolutely nuked as well. WDR, last tank alive, is not going to go down. RGN winning that game on caps and very comfortably on HP as well. Look at that. Israel Fatness with 6,000 HP of damage. I wonder where 2,000 of that damage came from. Definitely not on Nubba Vernon's Amarak. But RGN winning that game rather comfortably. They had the cap advantage from the beginning. They were able to pick up a really, really fast kill on the E5 since he got Amaraked. I'm gonna be changing their lineup for the first time today. They have 5 Krons and not double E5s. They have 1 E5 and 1 IS4. An insane. This is absolutely revolutionary change in strategy and lineup here. They've swapped an E5 for an IS4. That IS4 will definitely win the game this time. Since IS4 does not get racked, E5 does. They will not lose a tank instantly as they did last game. So RGN is going to be taking double Krons, triple IS4s, a Vickers Light, and a 50B. A single 50B. We'll see where it plays. I imagine it's going to play for the corner. The heavy corner, so like over that side. Well, let's see. It looks like they're not doing that. Israel Fatness in the Vickers Light gonna be spotting over towards the A side. Not gonna get any spots off. Hated Fate and Zeta are both spotted in the Krons. Spot Exo Tour on the cap. Neither of them have any reset shots though. Rain's gonna be down on cap this time instead. TJF Blue now getting onto that C cap. Won't be taking it before MM though. But his Royal Fatness has now gotten onto the A cap. Black Bear is spotted going for B as well. Now, RGN doesn't have any tanks in a position to reset Black Bear, which is fairly interesting. Fadu is putting some shells into WDR from across the map there. Those are pretty good shots. I mean, look at how far that was. But Black Bear was able to take the B cap, so MM are gonna they're gonna be keeping their cap advantage there. It's a very, very, very slight cap advantage. As you can see, it's basically just down to which one ticks first. Not a lot of moves happening just yet. MM and RGN both kind of just chilling. It almost looks like everyone's disconnected, because there's not a lot of movement going on. Yeah, I mean, like, there's pretty much nothing happening. Like, I could go make myself some rice or something, some coffee, tea, and we'd be pretty much sitting in the same game. I guess RGN has made some rotations over to the other side. I think TGF Blue and Dragon Creek in the Ice Force have rotated over towards B. TGF Blue blocks this this push going. Looks like they're gonna make a play onto B. Black Bear looks like he is in trouble there. As soon as they round the corner, he's taking a lot of hits. RGK says they're med shot from A, and look at this. We're gonna get a good shot here. Where are the other Ice Force? They went the other way. For whatever reason, they did not choose to come this way, but Glory's gonna be pushing through here. So the Ice Force are going to be making a push onto Black Bear. Black Bear is getting flanked now. Glory going to be held off by Nubba Vernon there. Where are the others Ice Force? Dragon Creek and TJF Blue now going to be working together to try to force Nubba Vernon off, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. Double tap going in there, but Glory is getting counter pushed here, taking a lot of hits there. RGK now going to come in as well. Nubba Vernon has a shot into him as well. They could push him. Caps taking up for both teams. RGK has taken a lot of hits there. Fadu, Zeta, and Hated Fate were already there around the corner, and look at that. Double two of those tanks go down very fast. Glory gets picked up, but Rain traded 2 for 1 there. MM now going to be doing the same idea though, and looking to pick up Dragon Krieg. Panzer Vernon trying to pick up the kill shot there. Black Bear is just about dead. But I mean, Focus Fire is pretty even so far. Black Bear gets picked up. RGN has the cap and kill advantage so far. TJF Blue might be the next focus here. It's going to be down to MM to pen those shots, but the Crons just don't have the DPM. TJF Blue with the final kill there, picking up the win for RGN on cap. And the win goes to RGN in that matchup there. 4 minutes remaining until the match for 3rd place. And the match for 3rd place is going to be MM versus Purple. So Jokers looks like they won against Purple Love. 2-0. Same as RGN against MM. We don't have a match, or we don't have an invite for the match for 3rd place, so we're going to be watching the finals. RGN versus Joker again. These teams that have played, or they're about to play against each other for the 3rd time this season. So far the record is even, although RGN has, I think, Jokers has lost 1 more time. RGN has picked up 1 more win. Yeah, something like that, because it's tiebreaker. But here it is. That's going to be happening in, like 20 minutes. So we've got a lot of time left until the next games. Now, the chat is going crazy for whatever reason. There's a lot of copy pastas in the in the chat. Might as well read these because these are kind of cool facts, right? Let's see. A good example of how a change in the environment can precipitate an evolutionary adaptation is seen in the peppered moth, Biston betularia. The moth is active at night and roosts during the day. And that's all they wrote there. Another one. Mr. Koval, 17 December 2020. Washington thesis in George Washington's farewell address. George Washington specifically mentioned, "It is our true policy to steer clear of permanent alliance with an," and I think they met the cap. Radium Blitz. In the 19th century, industrial revolution in the UK led to the widespread burning of fossil fuels by power machinery. This produced large amounts of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere, which killed many. And I guess the character limit again. 34 watt blitz. Plants and lichen. It also produced. Oh, okay. I think they're doing the same one. This produced large amounts of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere, which killed many plants and lichen. It also produced vast quantities of soot, which changed the color of the tree bark. The result was darker colored trees. Oh, this is the same one. So they're just taking pieces of it. Except for the George Washington one. But this one's a moth one. So I'll read it from the beginning again. A good example of how a change in the environment can precipitate an evolutionary adaptation is seen in the peppered moth, Biston betularia. The moth is active at night and roosts during the day. In the 19th century, industrial revolution in the UK led to the widespread burning of fossil fuels by power machinery. This produced large amounts of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere, which killed many plants and lichen. It also produced vast quantities of soot, which changed the color of the tree bark. The result was darker colored trees. Now this meant that populations of Biston betularia, the moth, consist of two main morphs or variations, a darker and a lighter colored moth. The allele for the dark allele is dominant over the light allele. For the dark allele, wait, okay. For the dark allele is dominant over the light allele and codes for the moth to make more melanin, which is the pigment causing the dark color. The darker colored variety, also called the light. What? Okay, this is not like in order or something, but the lighter colored moth was better adapted to non-polluted areas because the trees were still covered in lichen and had little or no soot, making it less visible to predators. In these non-polluted areas, the recessive allele for the light color was found at higher frequency than the dominant allele for the dark color. The result of this environmental change was that in the... Dang. And then that's it for the moth. There's another one here for Project MK Ultra, also called the CIA Mind Control Program, is the code name given to a program of experiments on human subjects that were designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency. Alright. So that was kind of fun. That's actually kind of interesting about the moths. A lot of people think, or seem to think that, like, evolution takes a long time to happen, but, like, as you can see there, it doesn't seem like it takes that long. I think it takes less time for, living beings with shorter lifespans, though, so... I guess insects are a little bit more, like, they can evolve faster, it seems. But I'd never heard about those moths. So thank you, chat, for that. What do we have next? Right, the next games are happening in about 15 minutes. So we've got some time to play some pub games until then. I don't know what tank I want to play. Oh, we'll play the grill. Do I have Spyliner in it? Yeah, okay. So for a while I was running it without Spyliner because I kept forgetting to put it on. Mayan ruins. In a grill. Let's see. jeez. Okay, Vickers. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here. Probably just pre-aim the medium area first. Maybe the heavies push through A, although I haven't really seen that in a long time. T92E1 trades with our Vickers Light, ends up winning that trade. Most of their tanks on that side, so I'm going to move now and try to get into the fight. Both of their tank destroyers, or two of them, the Yag hasn't been accounted for just yet, but I'd assume he's going to be playing somewhere over here. If not, he's in mid, or some reason. Oh man, the grill just got absolutely burnt to a toast. Yeah, there's the Yag. 183 apologizing for nuking the grill, I'd assume. Spot a tank here. Spot the mouse. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, this aim thing consumable is kind of ridiculous. Pretty whack. I think I'm gonna push away from that mouse instead. I can't get a shot down on those guys. Maybe I could, but I didn't want to waste too much time trying to figure out if I could or not. No scope that guy. Go for the waffle now. Don't run away from me. Hey. Maxwell with heat there onto the mouse. Imagine if the mouse got the reactive armor consumable. Like, how long would it take to kill one? Not a bad game. Considering the Vickers was complaining about the team before the game even started. $183. 3 shots fired. 3,000 damage. Grill troublemaker camouflage. What time is it now? So we've still got some time until the next games. Just to make sure, we'll double check the time. So it should be happening, yeah, in about 10 minutes. Play a game in the T22. I actually don't play this one very much. Oh wow, I just realized I have my trackpad on. Turn that off. Mouse says map bueno para campear, which means it's good map for camping. I was saying that in a mouse. That's an oof. Someone's saying I have a PhD in insect biology. No, but insects are pretty freaking cool, so that would be pretty cool. Chili saying evolution takes less time for things with short lifespans and high reproductive rates and high environmental pressures to change. So it makes sense why those moths change color then. Oh, it pinned me. Oh, this is looking kind of sketch, my guys. Especially since 248. Pretty low pen or low roll, but it's okay. Not a big deal. 183 spotted all the way over there. Let's put a shot into him. Oh no! 50B, no! No, get away from me! Hey, yeah, don't do it. Dr. Tankinator, please don't do it. He's fired one. I used adrenaline at a terrible time. Don't get a shot into his turret. We need to back around this corner as fast as we can. We're able to get away for now. 183 gets a good shot. Oh! What was that? A grill from across the map? Yeah, it looks like it. You should get pushed on pretty soon. AA 50B picks me off with HE. Well, that was a terrible game. Alright, let's see how much time left to the next games. About 7 minutes. So we'll play Fast Tank, Big Gun, YOLO. What do they have? Triple tank destroyers. There's one. He's not getting hit at all for that. Just like World of Tanks PC. And the entire team has been spotted now, so might be able to make some plays. I didn't get spotted there? Okay then. Didn't expect that. But all of their team has been spotted now. Not in their spawn, so we can actually wrap around here. This is rare. This is a rarity. Because a lot of the time, we wouldn't be able to do this because of a fear of a tank destroyer in the far back. We're going to be playing shoot and scoot here. 183 might be around this corner. Nope. Might be able to pick up this 183 if he backs up. Nope. Put a shot into the grill instead. He might get me back. Should be unspotted now.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
The VK has spotted me. Oh! VK got nuked by the 183. their 183 is somewhere around here. Oh! Oh, ammo gets away safe too. Takes a hit, but he's alright.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Grill goes down as well. There's just these two left. Emma's gonna come around to get the clip into him. Or he forces him to turn. And now we're free. What? Okay. Low roll him for the kill. Alright. Match is up. Joker versus RGN in the finals for the Prove Your Skill number 3 tournament. We're gonna be watching them duke it out on Naval Frontier. Oh no. I didn't mean to delete that message. But anyways, Joker's gonna be taking 2 E5s, double Crons, double IS4s, and a Vickers Light. RGN is going to be taking double IS4, double Cron, an E5 and a 57, and a Vickers Light. Both teams taking very, very similar lineups. The only difference is going to be that RGN is taking a 57 heavy in place of an E5. Now, I'm not sure where they're going to put the 57, but it could prove to be useful. Back in the day, you'd use, what's it called? Tank destroyers. But 57 does play somewhat like a tank destroyer. So you can leave it around a corner, get it to pop out and do 1200 damage to an enemy tank, and then just chill back, wait for the clip reload. But especially on this map, it might be pretty good at deterring some sort of push. And it might be pretty good at getting some resets off on a capture, like A. Or maybe just getting a clip off and parking it above B. Now I know Primo has used double 50Bs on this map, so clippers are definitely vetted on Naval Frontier, so be interesting to see where that 57 is exactly going to be placed. I would assume, just because it's not as fast as a 50B, they're going to place it in a reset A position. Probably in like a bush where Primo likes to keep a VK72. We'll see. Joker, I think they're gonna play C, and I think they're gonna put a Cron in a really, or a Cron or an E5 in a really good position to keep resets on that C area and just deter any sort of RGN play on C. So we'll see. But anyways, game 1 kicking off. RGN versus Joker. And Joker's actually not going to be playing C, they're playing A. Well, let's see where the 57 heavy is going. Actually going to be going above B, so not at all what I expected. I expected that maybe they'd be resetting somewhere on A here, like in that bush. But instead, they're going to have shots on B as well. Joker is going to be going over towards A. His roll fatness might be able to get some spots off on those tanks over there. Fatness might get blind fired. No, get some good information on where the majority of those Joker heavy tanks are going. Yarrow, Assassin, and Whitetails have all been spotted TJF Blue is on the C cap already, so RGN is going to be getting a cap lead. Whitetail is now going to be stepping onto that A cap. Glory now moving over to a position to try to get resets, but they don't want to do so because Assassin and Yarrow have been spotted. And that's probably why they didn't just straight up leave him in this bush here, because if he got spotted there, he'd be in a little bit of trouble and wouldn't be able to rotate out. Although he's going to be moving up now. But he is getting some support from Zeta and Fadu. His Royal Fatness as well, just sitting out in the open with the camo of the Vickers, able to do so pretty freely. Whitetail is spotted on that A cap, and again, if you have that A cap, it's going to be a pretty strong position. I mean, you've got pretty much shots on everywhere on the map except for the B cap there. Everywhere important though. Like if a team tries pushing through there, you got shots. If they try pushing through there, they got shots. If they try pushing there and there, you got shots as they push. Again, if a team makes it all the way onto the B cap though, you won't have shots. But then you can just drop down and kill them, assuming that you bled them already, so... But the thing is, Joker does not have the cap advantage, so it's going to be down to them to make a move. So they're not going to be able to take advantage of that A cap as much as they probably would like to. But RGN is preparing to make a push or a hold. I don't know why they would push, but it looks like they're grouping up for one. I don't know. They're trying to get some information on where the Joker tanks are, but they haven't been poking just yet, so it looks like they're just ready to squash any sort of push that comes through this side. Although Joker's doesn't seem like they have figured out where they want to push yet. They're looking for some information, but neither team is giving each other anything. Whitetails and Kakati now going to be pushing through towards B. Hated Fate and TJF Blue now ready to shoot at that. Although Hated Fate takes a shot there, but they're going to be forcing Whitetails off of the cap. So Whitetails gets spooked off of the cap there. Yarrow now going to be speed boosting away from that there. His Royal Fatness is in a position there to crossfire Blacktails and get some spots off and defend C lightly. 3 versus 2 in the corner here. Zeta now gets spotted. They thought they had the advantage here, Assassin and Yarrow, but they don't. RGN not going to be taking this play though, because Hated Fate has bled almost like half his HP there. Yarrow gets tracked in the open, but not going to be a lot of damage going in there. RGN not getting a lot of damage in where they should be, and they're kind of just trapped in this corner here. They're about to get boxed as well. Canadian Impact, Whitetails, and Blacktails now getting shots into the back of Fadu and Hated pushing forward, gets knocked out of the game. Fadu is going to be next for the focus there. Zeta going to be opening some sort of a crossfire here, but Jokers looks like they have this game so far. Yarrow takes a lot of hits, might go down. Joker have this game on cap so far. TJF Blue needs to pick up a kill. Zeta took a lot of damage as he pushed over to that corner. TJF Blue now getting hit as well. Whitetails might go down. Whitetails goes down to his Royal Fatness. Glory has a clip for Blacktails. Blacktails is in trouble. Dragon puts a good shot in. Glory is able to pick up the kill. Zeta gets picked up by Kakati, and now it's going to be TJF Blue trying to get away from Assassin and Kakati, but he is not getting away from them. Assassin has popped the super speed boost, and he's going to be chasing down that IS-4. TJF Blue trying to survive as long as he can. Glory and Fatness 2 versus 4 here, trying to clutch up the game, but that's not going to be happening most likely. His Royal Fatness has his own troubles and is not able to support Glory. Glory is on a clip reload. Racist Tails looking for the kill shot on Glory. Glory at 391 HP. His Royal Fatness now getting chased down by Canadian Impact. Glory was not able to get the kill on Racist Tails, and Joker end up picking game 1 up against RGN. So RGN not able to pick up the damage where they needed to. Losing the brawl on the the heavy side there. Joker was able to reinforce their A cap and keep it secure. So Joker pick up game 1 on Naval Frontier. RGN going to be on the back foot here going into the second game. They need to pick up a win since it is a best of 3 to take it to tiebreaker. Now Joker have readied up 2 tanks already. They've got 2 E5s so far, 3 E5s now. They've got a Kran as well as a Vickers. IS-4 readied up now instead of a triple E5s. No, they still have triple E5s, they just swapped the player. But anyways, RGN has their lineup, so we'll read that one off. We've got double Krans, triple IS-4s, an E5, and an E100. Now actually, I want to check out how much damage the 57 did that game. 4.3k damage, so the 57 was fairly effective, although it wasn't as useful in the push there. He was able to hold that corner pretty well, pick up some damage, and some kills. Well, let's see here. Joker now has their lineup readied up. They've got double IS-4s, triple E5s, a single Kran, and a single Vickers Light. RGN actually dropping the Vickers Light. Not something I would have expected, although we'll have to see how their strategy changes. Oops. This is a little bit too big. There we go. But anyways, game 2 kicking off. Joker versus RGN. Let's see if RGN is able to pick up a win and take it to the tiebreaker match. So Joker is playing for the A side again. Canadian Impact going to be making a spotting run on B. So if RGN plays A, which they are, they're going to be spotted very early on doing so. So Joker is going to have the informational advantage going into this fight here. Joker's still going to be pushing for... TGF Blue just now gets spotted though, Dragon Krieg as well, and RGN is going to be playing double IS-4s very aggressively. Canadian Impact looks like he might be in trouble depending on where these IS-4s turn. TGF Blue looking instead to come around on these heavies here and push around. Blacktails might have a clip into him. Dragon Krieg is left alone to hold off against those two. His Royal Fatness gets boxed in the middle in the IS-4 there. Dragon Krieg taking a lot of hits there and not actually bleeding as much as I thought he would be, although he is in a lot of trouble. Jokers looks like they're picking up some good damage into his Royal Fatness. His Royal Fatness trying to stay alive as long as he can, but these tanks in the middle are just not going down, and nobody has really shots on them. TGF Blue now going to get pushed on in the back line here. Racist Tails has taken a lot of damage, might go down to Zeta. Zeta actually pushed across towards A. I don't know how he made it there without losing all of his HP, but he's about to go down. Might have the kill on Assassin, picks up a good shot there. Yarrow is going to be forced off of the A-cap pretty soon. Zeta gets picked up by Blacktails in the Kranvan. Dragon Krieg is still alive and doing a good job of doing so. I mean, he is just kiting these two tanks here, basically. RGN just lost him, though, and it's going to be same guns. It's going to be 4-on-4 here. Blacktail's looking for the focus target of Hated Fate. Fadu has to block his back, but he's going to be getting around him to try to put a shot into Yarrow and put him down, but Hated Fate able to get clear. Nope, he actually gets picked up by Canadian Impact. Good shot there. TGF Blue going to get double tapped by Blacktails. When Blacktail's able to save one of his shells, it's going to be 2-on-3 now. Fadu and Glory have a lot of HP left on their tanks, but it's going to be a gun disadvantage there. They can take the A-cap and then play caps off of that, but Canadian Impact is still alive, which is going to be a huge threat to their game plan since they're going to be basically stuck on the A-cap. Glory bleeding a shot there, trying to probe out where Kakati is. But Canadian Impact actually really can't rotate out of here. Fadu might have a shot there. Good shell into his turret, I think. Canadian Impact might be getting onto the B cap there, and it looks like, no, he's actually going to go for the further cap, which is going to be C. Blacktails poking that corner there. No, Canadian Impact actually now turning. It looks like he's opening up another angle there. Joker is going to be working to basically box these two. Fadu and Glory now calling the push on Kakati as he is isolated here. Whitetail is going to have, or Canadian Impact going to have another shot here. Blacktail is going to have a full clip into Fadu potentially. Fadu now backing up. But this was a really, really interesting push here. Fadu gets a good shot into Blacktails, although he's going to get, this just is not a good situation here. Glory pushed for Kakati, lost a lot of HP, and isn't able to pick him up. Fadu now pushing for Blacktails. Won't be able to pick him up either. He might just go down here. Blacktails doing a job of just staying away from him. And look at that. Joker able to win that 3 versus 2 fairly easily against those 2 full health heavy tanks. And mostly I'd say that came down to Canadian Impact being alive and unchecked in that mobile tank. So RGN dropping 2 games back-to-back against Jokers. Jokers winning against RGN. Coming out on top there. Look at that damage there by Kakati and Canadian Impact. 5,305 in the Vickers Light. I mean, RGN just had his Royal Fatness in a pretty bad position in the middle there. Didn't get the support they probably thought they would get into him, but didn't really happen. I mean, it might just be that his Royal Fatness got himself stuck in a bad position there and didn't think to pull out, but ultimately, Joker end up coming up with the 2 good wins there. So they're going to be the champions of this Prove Your Skill number 3 tournament. We'll check who won 3rd place. And it looks like it was MM coming out 2-1 against Purple. So the order for tonight, her top 4 is going to be Jokers, RGN, MM, and then Purple. So congrats to all of those teams there. And that officially marks the midway point of the Prove Your Skill tournaments. So the top 8 qualifiers, basically. So I think I'll be ending the stream off there. I mean, thank you all for watching, and just a huge viewer base today. I'm so glad for that. Again, chat was pretty whack, but it was it was not bad. Thank you for making it fun. And again, thank you all for watching. Next game should be happening, I believe, on Thursday. So if you guys want to watch some more tournament gameplay, tune in then. And until then, I'll see you next time.